Hello, welcome to another episode of Ukulele AMA. Today's question is, how can I play more melodically? Now, what's interesting about this is, for myself, I don't really sing and strum. So what this means is I have to play the melody, which is usually what the vocalist will do, while also playing the harmony, which is the chords and everything else. And this creates what we call chord melody style. And a lot of times people think, oh, do I do finger picking or do I do strumming? What do I do to create that style? But the secret is it's all in the rule of thumb. Well, pun intended. It's all about this thumb on our playing hand. This will allow us to articulate single notes while also playing chords to reinforce it. And to do this, we're going to do a technique that's called a rest stroke. So this is what a rest stroke is. Let's just start with our ukulele. Let's play our E string, which is the second from the bottom here. Let's take our thumb on our playing hand, and let's play it right about where the fretboard and the sound hole meet, about a 45-degree angle, just like this. And we're going to pluck that string. And you might pluck it like this, as it kind of comes out. And that is fine, but we call this a free stroke because you see how my thumb is free, right? Instead, we're going to do a rest stroke, which means this thumb is going to go onto the A string and rest after it strikes the E. This gives us a lot more control than a free stroke because it gives us a little bit of a point of reference for that thumb. Let's try it on the C string, going up right here and rest on the E. Maybe do the G a little bit. And when we go to the A, well, there's no string to rest on here, but we can kind of use the body of the ukulele to an extent, or just kind of imagine that there's a string right there. Now, the reason why this technique is so important isn't just to articulate single notes like this, but to incorporate full chords. So if we were to play, say, a C chord, just add your ring finger here on the 3rd fret of the A string, and strum through with that same sort of idea, where each time you go through a string, you rest on the next one. It now allows you to strum through a chord in addition to play single notes. So to kind of show an example of this technique in use, I'm going to play a little bit of Loch Lomond. And if you'd like to download this tab, check out the link down below. But I'm going to play just a little bit of it, and I want you to watch this thumb to notice that when it plays a single string, it's going to rest on the next one. And if it plays multiple strings, it essentially just rests wherever it needs to. It looks something like this. You see how when I'm doing this, sometimes I'll play one string, like just the C string, and I'll rest on the E, or I'll play just the E, rest on the A. Now I might play more of a chord, like this 0, 2, 3 on this G, C, E. I'm going to stop on the A string, so I'm going to strum my G, C, and E with the thumb, and rest on that A string. And then if I go through a full chord, I can't rest on an imaginary string here, but I can kind of pretend there's one to create that same sort of feel. So it's all about the thumb moving through, and that's what creates this sound, and to me is the ultimate secret to getting a more rich chord melody sound when you're working on this, especially if you're wanting to play the melody on your ukulele as opposed to singing it. If you'd like to see your question answered here on Ukulele AMA, be sure to leave it down in the comments below, or check out my Patreon page where I'm posting a new one of these each week. Thanks so much. Hope to see your question soon. Take it easy.